Hey Tim, how's it going? I know this is a bit of a random video, mate. You don't know me, but I actually own a business called Perth Render, and I've owned a few other home renovation businesses. But what I do mainly on the side now is a business called First Page Marketing, and what I do is help renovation and construction businesses get on the first page of Google, like I've done the same for my businesses and some friend businesses. And I actually have a team in India. So don't worry, mate. I'm not going to try to pitch you or sell you or anything on this video. This video is I've done a bit of research on home renovations in Perth, and the competition for this is extremely low, like, compared to bathroom renovations and kitchen renovations, and it's quite easy to get on the first page of Google. So I thought I'd make you a video just showing exactly how you can get your business onto the first page of Google. And I noticed that you have a address in the city, which is extremely helpful for ranking. So I think this video is going to be very, very valuable for you to see exactly what your options are to get on the first page of Google and how you can go about doing it so you can get a hell of a lot of customers and win a lot of jobs. All right, mate. So I'll get stuck into it now, okay? All right, let's see. So I just want to start off with the actual keyword, home renovations Perth, because that's probably the biggest widely searched one. So let me see. So there are at least 590 people a month searching just that word, home renovations Perth. Then you have lots of variations of that, small home renovations, just renovations Perth. There's a lot more for that. But it looks like some good keywords to target for high buying intent would be home renovations Perth and renovation companies in Perth. There's some good ones, but renovation companies Perth, there's only 110 compared to home renovations Perth, but they're both good ones to go for. Okay, and it's the competition for it isn't that high. So I just want to take you to the first page. Now, I'm not sure if you know exactly how the first page of Google works, but I'll run through it quickly with you just in case you don't. The first three ads, these are called AdWords, and you pay per click. Now, I think looking at your stats, you might have tried that in the past, so I'm not sure if you have. A lot of people try it and they give it up because they get bad. It ends up being expensive, or they don't get good results. Now, I went through the same thing in my first bathroom renovation business. For about a year or two, I hired people to do AdWords for me, and they were complete rip-offs and they screwed it right up. So I had to learn it myself. And in 1 year, I spent about 20 grand in AdWords and brought in about 700 grand worth of business because I learned it myself and I did it myself. So I know what it's like to spend. I know how to get good ROI off AdWords, because a lot of people that are doing it are just kind of lazy. So if you do want to have a look at AdWords, the actual cost per click is pretty cheap compared to, like, say it's $17 at the most. Now, bathroom renovations is anywhere from 10 to 20, and roof restorations is like 20 to 40. So the cost per click is pretty doable, especially when it's a decent home renovation. I would imagine you would definitely get some good return on investment on that. Now, usually I don't recommend pay per click. Usually I recommend more the Google Maps section and the Google Organic, because they end up being cheaper in the long run. But because your website is on the fourth and fifth page, and I'll go into that a bit more, it's going to take quite a few months to get you up to the first. So if you wanted to get something going really fast, then AdWords could be a good way to go for you. And if you do want to think about doing that or look at what your options are, we can have a chat about that after this video. So yeah, we have the AdWords section. Now we have the Google Maps section. This is really good because you need a Google My Business page, which you have. And where is that? Over here. So you have one over here. Now I'll tell you why it can be difficult to rank. It's more difficult to rank pages if they don't have the keywords in it. So you have Perth Precision Construction. Now, what I would recommend if you wanted to get in the Google Maps section is you make another Google My Business page called Perth or PPC Home Renovations, okay? And then you send that Google the mail to your address here. So you've already got an address in Perth, which is beautiful. So you can set that up, and we can hook that up with your organic listing, and then get you ranked in here. And that's so much cheaper to do that and maintain that every month. And that's a really good one to get into. So I'd highly recommend you take advantage of that one, because I with Perth Render, my rendering business, I just run that on the side and do quotes and contract it out. Perth Render, I used to do AdWords, but I've got two spots in here, and then I've got first in organics. And of course, that doesn't cost me anything because me and my team do it. I don't have to pay Google a cent. Um, so yeah, that's a good one. So let me just go down to the organic listings. All right. So what happens is most people will bypass the ads because they can see that they're ads. So 80 to 90% of the traffic will go down into the maps and the organic sections. Now, these top three organic sections are the best. These two top ones are getting 60 to 70% of the clicks. Now, I've typed in ad style to have a look at how they're going. So ad style builders. Now, the reason why they're ranking so high is because of this thing called backlinks. Now, I'm not sure if you know what backlinks are, but they're basically websites that point to your website across the internet. And these kind of count like votes in Google's eyes. Now, you can have good or bad backlinks. Now, this is a ridiculous amount of backlinks. 228,000K backlinks. As soon as I saw that, I thought, whoa, they could be in trouble, because what happens is you see this over here, 217K don't follow links. These are bad backlinks. Now, if Google comes and crawls their site, they could penalize them really hard. This is called black hat SEO, and it's kind of like cheating. And Google do ban people. They see if the crawler crawls their site, they could be banished to the third and fourth page and never make their way up. So this is where you don't want to do SEO, because it might work in the short term, but you can really get smashed in the long term. Okay, and what we can see all their backlinks, and we can see that they're just random stuff like Guitar for Sports in USA. They have nothing to do with it. So it doesn't take a lot of good backlinks to rank on the first page. Like, let me see here. We got Reno Concepts. They're ranking in like 8th or 9th. Okay, down the bottom. But if you see them, they've only got 150 backlinks. That's not many backlinks, and you can build that up quite fast. And that's very doable. So there's not that many backlinks. Like, let's just take, for example, bathroom renovations or roof restorations. You need like in the high hundreds to 2,000. So for home renovations in Perth, the competition is quite low. It's a very good opportunity for you to get on the first page. I really think you can get on the first page with a bit of time and effort, and the amount that the rewards you can get from that is huge. Look at AdStyle; they're getting 659 hits a month, visitors a month looking for a renovation builder. Now that's huge. Imagine how many jobs they're getting out of that. Imagine if you got like, what's that, 5%? You want to really look at about 5% contacting you at least. So 600, 30% would come. Jesus. So they probably got like 30 inquiries a month out of it. That's pretty good. You'd only need to, like, I'm sure with you'd only need to get 1 or 2 jobs to make it worthwhile for you. You get on the top pages of top spots of Google, not a problem. Okay, so Reno Concepts, see, they're on the bottom of the first page, so they're not getting much. See, it's not that great being on the bottom. You really want to be on the top 3. You want to be in here, or the top 3, or up here. That's where all the traffic goes. Hardly anything goes down here. Granted, they get a little bit, but not much. All right, so you have 12 backlinks, but that's like nothing. Your website's on the 4th and 5th page, so there's a lot of work to do. I do have some suggestions. If I was going to recommend anything, look, I know you might not like this idea, but it might be the most efficient and best way to do it, and I'll show you the reasons why. Your website, you've got a lot of errors and a lot of warnings. Your health score is very low, and your page speed is extremely bad. You've got a 1. I've never seen it that low. 1 for mobile. Google will never rank you. You need to be in the orange and green section. So there is a hell of a, even though your website looks nice, it's very, very slow. And Google will not rank slow sites on the first page because they want to deliver a very good user experience. They don't want to put laggy sites on the first page because that'll just piss people off. Okay, so all these need to be fixed. What I would recommend, instead of trying to speed this up and fix all these errors, the better way to do it, the cheaper way and faster way to do it, is to create another domain name and another site exactly the same as your website, but you change the domain name to maybe PPC Home Renovations, and that way it ranks a lot faster and easier on Google, because see, Google likes to pick up the words see Perth renovations. You type in renovations Perth, Google sees a domain and links them up and goes, oh yeah, that one should go to the first page. So that's really what you want. So what we can do is make an almost identical site as yours, but we call it PPC renovations. Make it very fast, very slim. We have pre-made very fast templates ready to go, and we keep it almost the same as your website. Might be a little bit different, but a custom website build costs a lot of money. But we just want to. Websites don't have to be flashy. They just need to be nice, tidy, fast, very simple, and easy to read, and easy on the eye as well. Okay. All right. So, so that's my recommendation. These are the problems with the website: the speed, a lot of errors, and the domain name isn't quite what you'd want. See, like Perth render. You type in rendering Perth renders at the top because the domain name matches up. Type in bathroom renovations Perth, bathroomrenovations.com. They're the ones who come up at the top. Okay, so that's what I would recommend there. Now, and just about your website, like I said, your website's nice and tidy. It's all good. I would just suggest in your About Us page, I would put people like to see who they're dealing with. So I would put a photo of yourself just smiling with your shirt on, and then it makes people feel like warm toward you. They're like, oh, okay, I know this guy. He looks like a friendly dude. I can call him up. But right now they're like, Timothy, who's Timothy? I don't see Timothy here. Okay, so I just said maybe put yourself out there a little bit. Just my recommendation. Now your homepage. This is good, nice and tidy. It's good, nice and tidy. It's all you need. The speed is the problem. And this, I noticed the first slide that I saw was kitchen renovations. Now, if someone's looking for a complete home renovation builder, they might see this and go, oh, kitchen renovations, bathroom modeling, and then they get out. So I would recommend just to have complete, if you make another site, just have complete home renovations or whatever it is that you're targeting or want to go for, because then they land on it, they see that, they know the site's for them, they stay. Because people, everybody's got a bad, they'll see that and then they might just jump out. Okay, so let me just make sure I haven't missed anything, mate. So I go through, that's the keyword. Oh, yeah, we talked about that. Okay, home renovations Perth, yep. Ad style, like I said, that ridiculous amount of backlinks. They're probably going to get penalised for that. I would bet that they are in no time. Reno concepts, they're down the bottom, but they don't have a lot of backlinks. What we do, backlinks is a huge thing for getting you on the first page of Google. What we do is we look at all the guys on the front page and we find their most powerful backlinks, and we do that with this software. We find all their referring domains and we find out which ones are the best. So whatever their best ones are, we copy them because we know they're working, and then we add more, and that's how we outrank them. And then combine that with a good domain and good speed and a nice, friendly website. And there's a lot of other technical stuff goes into it, but that all makes for a good recipe for getting on the first page of Google. Okay, I was just pulling up AdStyle's website. That's your current website. A lot of issues on here. Like I said, your current website isn't going to get on the first page, mate, the way it is right now because of all these issues and the speed. Okay, that's us. PPC Group, got good reviews. Like I said, you probably want to get another one of these for PPC home renovations, and that would help you out. Okay, I think that's it, mate. Just making sure I haven't missed anything. Oh, one more thing I would suggest is if you did want to do AdWords and start getting in jobs straight away while you wait to rank in these organic spots, it's all about making good ads and something different. See, this is all the same crap. Home renovation, get a quote. You look at this and it's like, oh, it's all the same stuff. You need something that stands out. You need something like, I know a lot of people are worried about renovations going over. So you could say something like, I'm just throwing out examples here. You'd say something like $1,000 for every week we go over, or $500 for every week we go over. And people go, oh, they click on that and they like that. They know that you're someone you can rely on. Or if you got awards or anything like that, you put your awards in here. There's lots you can do to beat the competition in here. And like I said, I'm a very good at AdWords. I'm all over this. But me and my team's in India, so we can get people to the top of Google in SEO a lot cheaper than guys in WA because my technical team's in India, and they're very good and they're very cheap. So it like almost halves the cost of doing SEO in WA. So yeah, mate, if you're interested in this, yeah, if you'd like to have a chat to me, in my email at the very bottom, there's a link, and you can book in a 15-minute call with me, and we'll just chat about the options, and then if I'm the guy to help you out, and there's no pitching or sales or anything like that, and we can just have a friendly conversation, and if you want to see what we can do for you, I can write you up a proposal, and we can go over some options. So yeah, thanks, mate. Hope to hear from you.